When you have a thought, you're creating something. So what are you thinking about? Because you're creating every single day. So if you're creating a good thought, if you get a bad thought, he would say stop. So energy follows thought, that you attract what you consistently. Shifting to an abundance mindset removes fear in competition. Law of attraction. Energy follows thought. Okay? And remember, a thought is a thing, by the way. A thought is matter. It's a thing. Never forget that. Energy is a thing. It's when you have a thought, you're creating something. Just like if you were to create like a little rocking chair, right? You hammer together a rocking chair. It's a thing. You're creating that thought, Rosa. So what are you thinking about? Because you're creating every single day. So if you're creating a good thought, there's no difference. You either create a good thought or a bad thought. You get that choice. You don't have to have a bad thought, or if you do get a bad thought, which we all do, you could just change it. You could say, stop. Remember, Hector used to always say, right? If he'd get a bad thought, he would say, stop. Stop it. Stop thinking that thought. And then switch it out with another thought that is about abundance. Okay? So energy follows thought, that you attract what you consistently think about. Focus your mental energy on your desired outcomes. Action item: create a vision board showing yourself hitting key milestones like crossing RVP, becoming an RVP, winning awards, or helping families with financial plans. Place it where you see it every day. Okay, we talked about that. But I when I first got in the business, I wrote down 150 goals of a lifetime. Everything I wanted in my life. And I just started checking it off, and I put it up on my closet door, and I just started checking them off. Boom, done, 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 done. Through the years. And so today I've added probably another 100 goals to that list, but I've checked off probably 80% of the original stuff that I wrote down. But think about it. If I write it down, there's a good possibility it's going to become my reality. If I don't write it down, there's a very good possibility it will never happen. Okay, that's a matter of fact, it's proven. They've done studies on goals. Your goals, if they're not written down, it's very unlikely that you will ever achieve big goals in your life. There is enough for everyone. The universe is abundant, and there's more than enough wealth for everyone. Shifting to an abundance mindset removes fear in competition. So think about this. Instead of saying, I can't afford something, why not just say, how can I afford it? Like I know how Mercy thinks, right? She's like, I want to buy something, I want to go on a vacation or trip, or I want to do something for my family or Alex or something like that, right? All she does is she goes, I just need to write a sale. Those tennis shoes are only, maybe they're expensive for most, the tennis shoes might be $200 or $300 or something like that, right? In her mind, she's going, that's like a quarter of a sale. She makes $1,000, $2,000 every single sale she makes. Imagine that, making $1,000, $2,000 every time you write a sale. So then you think, you're like, wow, that's like a quarter of a sale. Like, who cares? Like, big deal. Right. Tennis shoes. Or you go out on a really nice dinner and they're like, oh my God, this dinner's $300. I was in Japan. We go to the first restaurant. I don't even know how to read the menu because it's all in Japanese. And these guys barely even speak. And all of a sudden I get done with the bill. There's two of us, by the way. There's only two of us there. And we get done with the bill. It was over $300 for two of us. And I'm like, now it was kind of like our own private chef, and this guy was making sushi just for us. All it was great. But then you go, but most people have been freaked out. They're like, shit, $300 for two people? I mean, that's not a normal thing to do. But I go, wait a minute, it's like a quarter of a sale. It's like override. Big deal. That's an override. That's somebody in Texas writing a sale on our team. Imagine that for a second. Think about that. That is abundance mentality. So instead of worrying about what you can't afford, say, how can I afford it? So everything in my life, I've already figured out exactly how I can pay for the big goals that I have in my life. And you should do the same thing. So identify 3 new places to find untapped prospects, local events, community groups. Alex and Mercy, they recruited their #1 regional vice president at a job fair. So think about it. If you went to a job fair, you just talked to a bunch of people about that were looking for a job. There's all kinds of people that you can prospect. Would you be willing to do that? Would you be willing to put yourself out there? Would you be willing to have conversations with these people? Yeah. Right? Online forums. I mean, obviously social media, DMing people. It's endless the amount of people that you can build relationships with.
Thank you for watching our short clips on Alonzo Academy. If you'd like to watch the next short clip, click here.